South Carolina Weather Watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Sunday evening. I am back with another forecast update. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Sunday and your Sunday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now, we don't really have much going on in terms for South Carolina. You can push this forward, and you can see that we did have some showers inside the low country of South Carolina. They've kind of dissipated a little bit. And honestly, there could still be some isolated showers. I mean, you can kind of see maybe one right here. You can see one right here, one over here as well. So honestly, we could still have some showers and downpours out there inside the low country of South Carolina still. But it's not much at all, and it's going to barely cause anything. In terms of the entire United States, here's the MRMS right here. We do have showers, downpours all the way up here inside of Maine, as well as over here inside of New York, near New York City. We also do have some rain down inside Florida, up here inside of the Dakotas, as well as over here inside of the West, the Rockies as well, bringing some rain and some downpours, showers, all that kind of stuff. Maybe even some severe weather, as even some severe thunderstorm watches are also in effect for portions of eastern Utah, southern Colorado, western Colorado, and southern Wyoming. As we continue on, here is our current cloud cover. Current cloud cover right now is showing low clouds just for the low country PD regions of South Carolina. Again, not much in terms of cloud cover, but very low, light cloud cover. Here is our cloud cover for the future. As you push this forward, cloud cover again staying very scarce, not really much, scattered, isolated. As we get even into tomorrow morning, cloud cover starts to build up a little bit more as we get into Monday, but it's still very scarce and barely any at all. Um, so that's pretty much everything in terms of cloud cover. Here's our current temperature: 75 in Columbia, 77 in Charleston, 77 in Beaufort, 75 in Moncks Corner, Walterboro, 77 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Bennettsville, 70 in Rock Hill, 68 inside Greenville, 71 in Anderson, 75 in Edgefield, as well as Sumter, and 73 inside of Florence. Here's our low temperatures for tonight: around 67 in Columbia, 74 in Charleston, Hilton Head Island, 71 in Walterboro, 70 in Moncks Corner, 71 inside of Georgetown, 73 in Myrtle Beach, 61 in Rock Hill, Spartanburg, Anderson, Greenwood, 63 inside of Greenville, 67 in Sumter and Florence, as well as 67 in Aiken. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. We do have a threat for some rain. Again, low country of South Carolina for the next 24 or so hours. Hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch in Walterboro, Charleston, Hilton Head Island, as well. Has the threat of receiving some rain. Not really much. There could be an isolated quarter of an inch in there somewhere, and it could be with those downpours falling right now inside of South Carolina. That's what could be causing this threat for some rain. We'll check again tomorrow morning, and we will see what the forecast precipitation has to show. Here's our SPC outlook. As we go into tonight, no threat for a thunderstorm tonight. As we go into tomorrow, a threat for some thunderstorms, but isolated. Again, low country of South Carolina, coastal PD regions like Georgetown County. And then as you move into day 3, no chance for thunderstorms on Tuesday. No excessive rainfall is expected as well, and no tropical cyclone activity is expected for the next 7 days. Let's go on and talk about the Atlantic, not the Atlantic, but the future in terms for the next 48 or so hours as we push this forward. Not much going into tonight. Showers and thunderstorms obviously popping up tomorrow in the low country of South Carolina, 11 a.m. to around 12 o'clock p.m. Those will push through, and they will stay to around 7, 8 o'clock, and then they'll finally dissipate at around 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And then as you move into like tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, just really not much at all. Just some showers, maybe some downpours, but not really much in the threat of storms. That's it for the next 48 or so hours. Let's go on and talk about the tropic. Let's go on to tropical tidbits and let's talk about the GFS. Just talking about the future, not really much. Here is our GFS model right here, and let's go on and push this forward. Not really much. Again, going into like the future. Here's like August the 28th, August the 29th. Not really much, but as we get into around August the 30th, around 2 a.m., 8 a.m. ish, really just showing that threat for some shower and thunderstorm activity. And even going to the 31st as well, the September the 1st as well, going to the 2nd and the 3rd, 4th, the 6th and the 7th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and continuing on. And we talked about just a major amount of rain that could fall from now until like mid September. And right now, it kind of decreased. It kind of decreased a little bit, but it's still a good 2 to 6, maybe even an isolated 7 to 8 inches still possible in some regions, especially up there in the upstate and near the coastal regions of South Carolina. So we'll continue to watch, but again, this will change. We're still around 300, 400 hours out, so obviously we're not like exactly. We don't exactly know exactly what's going to happen. So that's the GFS. I want to say something real quick before we talk to the audience, and then we'll talk about San Antonio and Raleigh, and then we'll be out of here. Just something that I caught. Usually, I try to let you guys know about stuff that's going around that's usually like not true. This person was talking about 2 hurricanes simultaneously. This was on Facebook. This is not true. They talk about tropical depressions starting to form. This could happen in the future, but right now, it's not happening right now. So just watch out. People are spreading some false information out there about hurricanes and all that kind of stuff. You gotta watch what you believe, and if you have any questions or anything, and ask me, you can ask me if it's true or not in the comments or just inside the live chat right now. But this right now is not happening, as I just showed you. No tropical cyclone activity is expected during the next 7 days. So just watch out for what you read and make sure that it is true. But that's that. Let's go on and let's talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We have a good 11 people in here, but only 6 likes. 11 people in here, but 6 likes. Let's get everyone to hit that like button for us. We're only at 6, and we have 11 people in here. But here, Mr. Anthony says, "Good evening, JP. Good evening." Miss Ann says, "Hi, Joseph. Hello." My cousin Thad says, "Good evening, Joseph. Good evening to you." My cousin Trail says, "Hi, Joseph. How was your day?" My day was fantastic. Thank you for asking. My cousin Cheryl says, "Good evening, weatherman. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, and may God bless you. Bless the rest of the week for you." Your cousin Cheryl, thank you so much for your message. My brother James says, "Hi, hey, Joseph," and then says Joseph twice. Hello, James. My Nana says, "Hello, Jay. Thanks for driving me home. No problem." And then, "Hi. Hello." And then my cousin Trail says, "Like button, everyone, please." Yes, I'm pinning that right now. Where's that pin message? Alright, your message is now pinned at the top. Like button, everyone, please hit the like button if you have not already. So let's go on and talk about the weather for San Antonio and Raleigh. And then we will talk about South Carolina's week forecast. So if you're in South Carolina, don't leave quite yet. We'll talk about the week forecast for that in a second. As we move into tonight, for San Antonio, not much right now. Until you get to around tomorrow afternoon, around 3, 4 o'clock ish, is when you can start seeing some showers. Maybe even some heavy thunderstorms going to the evening hours, 7, 8, 9 o'clock as well. Even as you go into Tuesday afternoon, showers, downpours still pushing through. As you get into your Tuesday, in terms of temperatures as well, as you move into tonight, low temperatures. Getting mainly into around, I'd say like the low to mid 70s. We'll see what this shows. The trend has been inside the 70s for the past couple of days, and you have cooled off, especially from last week. Last week you had some high temperature inside the hundreds, maybe even in the high like 100, like the low, like the single digit hundreds, like 101, 102, 103. But low temperatures for tonight, like I was saying, inside like the low 70s. As you go into tomorrow, high temperatures into like the 90s, low 90s. Low temperatures tomorrow night around 72, and then high temperatures going into like the mid 80s going into your Tuesday. As we move up here to Raleigh, North Carolina, we have low temperatures going into 64-ish. High temperatures tomorrow around 90. Low temperatures tomorrow around 67. And then high temperatures going into your Tuesday at around like the mid 90s. So hotter than it is definitely inside San Antonio. In terms of rain, as we push this forward, I'm not really looking at for much rain, even though you do have a threat for some excessive rainfall, which honestly I will show that in a second. But no rain for the next 48 or so hours. And then I would just show it talking about the excessive rainfall. You are under a day 5 risk. Raleigh is under a day 5 risk for excessive rainfall, so just some minor flooding possible on Thursday. So you just have to watch out for that. Let's go on and talk about the weekly forecast for South Carolina. For the week of August the 25th through August the 31st, the last day of August. So here is the anomalies right here. This is just the weekly anomalies, and we're going to talk about temperatures first. Let's do it here. Here we go right here. South Carolina will be above average in terms of temperatures as we move into this week. It's really just going to be a bit above average, not above average like it will be up here in like Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, because it's going to be a lot above average over there. But just a bit above average, not much. High temperatures, obviously, probably like in the 90s, maybe in the mid 90s, some maybe even in the high 90s, but just a bit above average. In terms of precipitation, definitely below average in terms of precipitation this week. Pretty much what that means is that we looked at from August the 25th all the way to August the 31st in the past has pretty much shown some more rainfall than usual, and then this one is showing below average, so that's the reason why we are seeing this below average rainfall rates right here. In terms let me go over here real quick. We're also just going to look at the 500 millibar height anomaly as well. This pretty much right here just shows what kind of systems you can get. This also will cover some tropical cyclone activity if we get some, but a huge trough coming down all the way into around August the 31st. We'll see what that brings for South Carolina, but obviously a lot of rains obviously happening at this time inside South Carolina, but a nice ridge starts to build, and we start to see some very nice weather up in like Canada, and maybe a bit more nicer weather going to early September. Now rainfall will still be there, obviously, but not bad severe weather or anything like that. And then we start to see something trying to form going into like September the 10th-ish. So we'll see what happens there as well. So not really too bad of like severe weather or tropics as we go through the next week or two. But that's all that I have in terms for tonight. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Make sure that if you have not hit the subscribe button or the like button yet, make sure that you do that. Here's your last look at your radar. But I don't see any more chats. I don't see anything else. So if we don't have anything else to say, or anybody else does not have any other questions, then I will head out. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, and I will be back tomorrow morning with another forecast update.